Hello and welcome to Race 3 in Season 3 of the SCSO. We are here at Las Vegas for the Pennzoil 400. We will be going through 41 laps of action, and Josephine O'Neill starts on the pole. Josephine O'Neill being the Daytona 500 winner, so definitely a good starting position for her, especially after not having too great of couple of not so great races. Starting on the outside of her will be Nathan Stapleton. So let's get these guys rolling off, and hopefully this turns out to be a pretty good race. Of course. I believe everyone has rolled off. I guess we'll see fully when we make it back around. I guess I should really test this out before I start. Oh man. I'm gonna get very warm in here. I turned off my fan because I thought maybe that would reduce some noise, even though my laptop fan is stupidly loud over there. Which I might turn my fan back on by the whatever middle part of this race. I believe this will be actually the longest race that we hold here, or the longest race that we have held so far in this series. I do believe, at least, even if so by one lap. And pace car is off, no drivers down. Pit road, we do have pit stops this race, just like every race. And Josephine O'Neill will get us to the green. I'm not gonna lie, I just finished Coca-Cola 600. I just finished watching it, and I feel really bad for Chase Elliott right now. Man, that close. But you're not really worried about that right now. By the time this is going up, this is the second race will be, well, actually the same day that this goes up. The second race at Charlotte on Wednesday, well, I guess today, in future speaking, will be up. I'm actually going to turn on my fan now because it's already hot. So immediately now, I can say immediately now, but Seth Shields making a move to the lead on the inside of O'Neill. O'Neill, not sure if she's going to be able to get a run on the outside, still going to be able to lead this lap, as Logan York in that 7 car now getting passed by Jonathan Gutierrez on the inside. It looks like O'Neill, at least with that move for third from Gutierrez, will be able to maintain that second position. But Seth Shields, the driver to watch at the moment, fitting in that top spot, as he's going to lead his first lap of the day. Looks like we're starting to kind of file out here. Nathan Stapleton falling back into fourth here, again starting second, and then Jonathan Gutierrez not able to make that inside line work. And he's going to fall into fifth. And it looks like now Josephine O'Neill going to try to make a move for the lead. And what a run. We'll have to see if she'll be able to make it stick. As they both go up the track. It looks like we will be fine. But O'Neill not so much, as she is not able to make a move for the lead. In fact, here comes Logan York and Jonathan Gutierrez. We could see a 4 wide here for them. They will double file back out, but Josephine O'Neill, really a detrimental move there. That inside line did not work. No help, and well, to be honest, this outside line is probably where you want to be at the moment. Seth Shields might scoot up the track, might not, but we'll see how that plays out. Logan York, pretty good run off the inside there, and he's going to make it work. He's going to lead that lap. They're different leaders so far. Gutierrez now in second, bringing along the 38 of Daniel McMillan. Derek Hamill there as well in the 55 car. It looks like Gutierrez making a bold move, trying to make a pass on the inside there. As McMillan kind of going to give him help. And York, well, he had none, and he's going to suffer for it, falling back into that third position, maybe even further. McMillan and Gutierrez 1-2. I guess 2-1. Depending on how you want to look at it. And Gutierrez failed attempt only a few laps ago. Now out front. Daniel McMillan now getting pressure from Derek Hamill. McMillan now falling back on the outside line there. As, Hamill, Shields, and York were able to get around him. It looks like Nathan Stapleton not really able to do too much. He keeps falling back. 41 there, Madison Tull. Could struggle to get around him, but we'll just have to see what happens. Seems that if you don't have help, really, it doesn't matter what line you are running. If you don't have help, it's not really going to work. But already we've kind of seen that both lines can work. So Gutierrez now getting pressure from Derek Hamill, and Hamill, what a run! I guess both drivers didn't really have help, and Hamill able to make a nice run for the lead. We're just taking a look in the back of the field here. We've got Josh Torres, Eric Monaco also in the back here. We've got the 22 of Jeremiah Twain. And Eric Monaco, one of the drivers that we, honestly, I thought was going to win last race. Just couldn't get it done in a really weird way. But as we come back up, Nathan Stapleton making a pretty nice run back to the front, able to get around Logan York, now trying to hunt down Jonathan Gutierrez. But Derek Hamill, Seth Shields, the two guys right now pulling away from everyone else. Shields looked like he had a run, but it looks like he's going to lose a lot of that momentum. Not sure if he just got loose or just his car is not where he wants it to be at the moment. Looks like Daniel McMillan going to try to get a run under the 23 car there. Had help from Gutierrez, but it looks like Gutierrez may end up helping Seth Shields, which definitely would give him the advantage through the turn. McMillan, though, is still fighting hard. Now he's got Stapleton right behind him to help, but all of this battling really helping out Derek Hamill here. It's always weird when I commentate, because I like to think before I speak, but commentating is more of like you have to be in the moment for a lot of it. So I tend to speak a little bit fast, and it sounds weird, if that makes sense. And you probably agree, but Derek Hamill pulling away from the field. At the moment, it looks like the thing to do. Not really looking like a detriment to him. As he continues to pull away. Well, Stapleton, Dylan Wilson battling it out for second. Looks like Stapleton might have secured it. We'll have to see what happens here. It may be a battle for third as Jonathan Gutierrez looked like he had a run. I guess I was wrong, and I guess it's more of a battle for fourth between McMillan and Gutierrez. The 83 of Daisy Morgan, again, one of those drivers. Well, she had that terrible wreck at Daytona, looking to rebound. Had a pretty good race at California. Oh, no, she didn't. That's my bad. Sorry, I was thinking about the first time I recorded the California race. She did there, but I'm not mistaken. Looks like Derek Hamlin really off the pace, because here comes Stapleton and Wilson. That's what I thought. Stapleton and Wilson all over that 55 bumper. I guess more Stapleton than Wilson. Wilson all over Stapleton's bumper. Stapleton going to try to make a move for the lead here, though it's not looking like it's going to really work out for him, though he is still side by side with Derek Hamill. Hamill going to get a better run off the outside there, off of the turn. He's going to lead that lap, but Stapleton's got more help coming into the inside of the turn. Or coming to the inside of this turn. But it's still not going to be enough, and I believe Hamill might have just cleared the 14th car of Nathan Stapleton. Gutierrez now making a move for third. Daisy Morgan coming into the picture, definitely trying to show that she's a force to be reckoned with. And Daniel McMillan, kind of that last, real barrier. I guess you could say that about Logan York, but the rest of the field here kind of quite spread out. It was Holman who has been a pretty good driver in this series so far, towards the rear of the field. Brett Hill, another one. Kind of just showing what they can do. Just not too much going for them this race so far. Stapleton going to try yet again a really fantastic run. In fact, I believe he led that lap. He did, in fact, tied with Hamill for that lap. But it's going to be quite short-lived, as now Jonathan Gutierrez trying to make a move for the lead. But I think off of that turn, down the backstretch they go. Stapleton going to be able to clear that 3 machine. Just making sure we're not under caution. Darren Allen towards the back of the field here, and really nothing is set in stone. We will have pit stops coming up, I assume pretty soon. Daisy Morgan trying to make her way into second, and really trying to be the second women driver to win in this series. So there's been reworkings with all of this. So really we've been trying to work up the budget for the cars in the series, and at the moment, we have the Pilot Pro Series going on as our secondary series, and you can tell that there's a lot more funding for this series, a lot newer cars, a lot nicer cars, compared to the Pilot Pro Series. So I just found out that we will be getting a lot higher budget, as Daisy Morgan is now in the lead. Stapleton falling into second quite comfortably, and Daniel McMillan finding third. But the studios, I guess her backers, have decided to up our budget, and next season I can comfortably say that, as great as these cars are, we will be getting an upgrade to them. So the cars will be different. Some of the paint schemes might not, but we definitely will be getting new cars for our main series. We will, in fact, be getting a secondary and a tertiary series in the, what will be the Xfinity and Truck series. They will not be the Xfinity series, but that's all I can think of to call it at the moment. I guess secondary series is nice, but yes, as for naming, it's kind of interesting. So this will still be the SCSO, the Stealth Cup Series online. It's SCSO for short, and I don't know, I just like calling it the SCSO. As for the secondary series, I believe it will be called the Javelin series. So we'll have the SCSO, the Javelin series, which will be run with a 38 car field. From what I have been told and what information has been gathered from our backers, is what they're going to pay for it. And then for the truck series, I believe it will be the Exxon truck series, which will host 36 trucks and an 18 race schedule. The Javelin series will be run, I believe, a 23 race schedule. All three of these series will run similar schedules, one due to the tracks available, and two, for funding. It's a lot easier to get these tracks that we already have instead of trying to get brand new ones. We will have new tracks. We already have set Iowa and I believe Road America. I do believe. I could be wrong. We will see more as the season progresses, and well, when the season ends, we will definitely know more. We will have a quaternary series, which will be the Pro Series. It'll be the Shell Pro Series. That, however, has not been confirmed which or what cars will be run. But for sure, what we know is that 30 cars will be in the series on a, I believe, 14 race schedule. So there will be 4 series. Not all of them will be run at once, 2 at a time, but I still think it's a pretty great opportunity. And now Nathan Stapleton getting a lot of pressure here from McMillan, though McMillan not looking like he's going to be able to hold on to it. His pit stops have begun. Derek Hamill going to take the lead here. It's only a matter of time before these guys come into pit. Yeah, only just a handful of drivers. 6 drivers, 7, 8, 9, 10. Only 10 drivers chose to stay out. Travis Holman, one of them Eric Monaco, that's the 32 of Carson Jefferson. Jeremiah Dwayne here. We've got Chris Shaw, the 78 there of Ryan Madden. We've got the 26 of Randy Mayhew, 47 of Corey LaJoy, and then the 3 of Jonathan Gutierrez, and then again Derek Hamill. But we're going to catch back up with our leaders. We'll see who was or is going to be off first. We'll just have to see here. Josephine O'Neill could... It's not going to happen, in fact. Danny McMillan is going to be the first one off, and Logan York going to beat out Nathan Stapleton just barely. Actually, maybe not. No, yeah, Stapleton going to fall into 3rd. There's Usmain Hamid, and then in the 51, that is Lauren Martinez. But at the moment, Daniel McMillan to a commanding lead at the moment, should I add. As he will, well, I guess now he has taken the lead. Finally got around the 4 car there. Well, I guess we'll have to finish or go through this lap to see where everyone ends up. I guess is what we'll have to do. So I do believe McMillan will be our leader. But yes, yeah. So we'll run the 4 series. Sorry. Yeah. So back on our advancements, I guess you could say. Oh, the 4 car of Eric Monaco is said to be the leader. Where is he? I'm not sure. I have no idea where this 4 car is. There he is. I'm sure the 4 car will get passed in a couple of minutes. Or maybe not. We'll see. But at the moment, Eric Monaco, 5 seconds, or almost 6 seconds ahead of our leader. That was at the lap time. And there it goes. There we are. Okay, so now everything is right. Daniel McMillan is going to be the leader. Ousmane Hamid sitting in a comfortable second with Logan York in third, Nathan Stapleton and Lauren Martinez rounding out the top 5. Anyone else really, I don't know if they're close enough to do it. But finishing up covering the advancements that we will be making for Season 4 of this series and Season 1 of the other 3. We are going to be dropping the Pilot Pro Series in favor of the Shell Pro Series. Instead of advancing it into a Season 2, we are going to scrap it and start it as an entirely new series. So that's why it's starting at Season 1 instead of 2. But I'm excited. I'm happy that they gave us a bigger budget for things to do, and that they're willing to pay for a secondary, a tertiary, and a quaternary series. So that's very happy that that is available to us. In fact, that will be the first time that a true secondary and tertiary series will have been run. Same with the quaternary. If you want to count that as a true 4th tier. As this race is actually winding down, McMillan kind of losing pace here. Logan York, Lauren Martinez. These 4 guys these 4 drivers, really making ground on the 38 car. Martinez looking to be the second woman to win here. Daisy Morgan in that 83 machine, sitting just outside the top 5. Gonna have to do some work as they're going 3 wide. Lauren Martinez falling back like a brick in water. Ousmane Hamid and Nathan Stapleton are gonna push their way ahead into 2nd and 3rd respectively. But this 38 car of Danny McMillan showing his strengths right now. Showing that he can, in fact, get it done. Honestly, next week on Friday we go to Texas, which should be interesting. Tomorrow for the 3rd race in the Pilot Pro Series, we are at Richmond. Should be some good racing. Hopefully, not too many cautions, but you never know. Things happen. Again, winding down in this one. You know, I believe I might do a showcase, for the 4 tiers, 4 series. Obviously, this would be the only series not adopting some type of oil or gas company name. Obviously, with SCSO and all the other ones being Havoline, Exxon, and Shell. Looks like Ousmane Hamid has solidified his spot for 2nd, and I'm really surprised we have not had a caution here today, especially with how the pit stops went and everyone bunching up. But it looks like Stapleton, after starting 2nd, finding his way into 3rd. This race isn't over yet, and a lot of things can happen. Lauren Martinez in 4th, and Logan Norton 5th. Looks like Derek Hamlin trying to claw his way back to the front. Daisy Morgan not doing too great at the moment. Still inside the top 10, but losing position. Corey LaJoy sitting in a nice 7th here, trying to at least draft with Hamill. But really, with 2 laps to go, I guess a lap and a half at this point. Daniel McMillan. Well, he might be riding off into the sunset. Can't speak too soon, though, as Ousmane Hamid. Fantastic run there. As McMillan going to take the white flag this time. Hamid might have a chance at taking the lead here on the final lap. Now McMillan pulling away here as they come down the backstretch. Hamid has got one more chance to do it, but I don't think he's close enough as we are entering the final turns of this race. And Daniel McMillan going to come off of the final turn, take the checkered flag, and win the Pennzoil 400 at Las Vegas. Congratulations, Danny McMillan, on grabbing the victory here. Usman Amid, oh so close, finishing second. Lauren Martinez grabbing a nice third place finish, with Logan York finishing in fourth, and Stapleton rounding out the top 5. Still a nice finish for him. Cord the Joy able to pull out 6th. I don't know where that came from, but looks like he was able to catch up to Derek Hamill there within the final lap, and Hamill finishing in 7th with Daisy Morgan in 8th. And then I believe Chris Shaw in 9th, and then the 13 of Noel Tucker rounding out the top 10. Taking a look at the rest of the field here, you can see actually the top 10 this time. Besides the 2 rookies, we had 5 veterans. That's half of the top 10, which, considering how many veterans there are in this series, is actually really good. Even though they did not win, they have not won for the past 2 races. Definitely showing that they can still get it done. And here's the bottom some. Josephine O'Neill started on the pole. Not really sure what exactly happened with her cars, finishing in, well, dead last. Definitely not the performance or the race that she wanted to have. That's definitely going to affect her in the point standings. But again, we will season 3. Nope. Race 3. Yes. I always get nervous for some reason when I do this. But one more week, 2 more races this week. I have 1 more to record, which is the Texas race, the O'Reilly Auto Parts 400, 500, I think 500. I believe it's 500. I'll double check. But congratulations, Daniel McMillan, grabbing the victory in what's, well, seemed to be a not so well, didn't look to be that easy, especially with pit stops factoring in. And let me just tell you, these pit stops really changed the outcome of the race. Who you think is going to win just might not. Derek Hamill had a pretty nice lead going there. Same with Stapleton. And after those pit stops, just couldn't find their way back up into the front, or at least lead. But yeah, I want to thank y'all so very much for joining me here for this race. Tomorrow again we will be at Richmond for the 3rd race in the Pilot Pro Series, and then Friday for Texas, or at Texas for the 4th race in the SCSO. So again, thank you for joining me, thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.